According to Marcus Aurelius, there is no place more peaceful and free from interruptions than one's own soul. He encourages retreating within, consulting your inner self, and then returning to face life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, and the last of the 5 good emperors, expressed these ideas in his autobiographical writings called Meditations. While he often stressed the importance of starting the day early and making the most of it, he also underscored the significance of taking time to turn inward and find tranquility. His writings provide insight into his evening routine. In this video, we will explore 7 activities that Marcus Aurelius likely practiced in the evening or late afternoon, and how we can adapt them to our modern lives. Let's get started. I kindly request that you watch this video without skipping any part. If you're here, you're already setting yourself apart from the majority. Consider yourself an exception and act accordingly by not skipping any section. Number 1. Remove external distractions. According to Marcus Aurelius, the ability to retreat within oneself is within our control whenever we wish. Marcus Aurelius, famous for his philosophical advice to live each day as if it were the last, also believed in setting aside time for introspection and self-renewal. He would use his evenings to disconnect from external stressors and negative emotions, seeking solace within his own mind. In our modern world, we are bombarded with constant external stimuli, especially in our interactions with people and technology. This leads to overwhelming schedules filled with tasks, commitments, meetings, emails, and deadlines, ultimately robbing us of our freedom and peace of mind. Despite our attempts to find a work-life balance, we often return home exhausted, overwhelmed, and stressed. Our evening routines often involve social media, TV, or last-minute email responses, further adding to the noise. To regain our inner peace, it's crucial to reduce these external stimuli and declutter our minds. Therefore, we should transform our nighttime routines into dedicated self-care time. This might involve eliminating some of our usual evening activities and replacing them with practices that truly help us disconnect and focus on ourselves. Start by putting away technology at least half an hour before bedtime to seek tranquility. This can be as simple as a short guided meditation, a body scan, or a breathing exercise. Mindfulness meditations can calm a racing mind and connect you with your physical self, creating a retreat within your own consciousness. The benefits of incorporating these practices into your nightly routine include reduced anxiety, improved mood, and enhanced sleep quality. Your bedtime ritual should serve as a pause from the outside world and a retreat to your inner peace. While activities like binge-watching TV shows, playing video games, socializing, or scrolling through social media may seem like personal breaks, they often distract you from true tranquility. While sleep is essential, it may not be sufficient to fully restore you after a demanding day. A genuinely relaxing nighttime routine should include activities that allow your mind to switch off. Number 2. Physical activity. Marcus Aurelius advises that it is regrettable for a person to age without experiencing the full potential of their body's beauty and strength. Despite the passage of nearly 2 millennia since his time, Marcus Aurelius recognized the significance of physical activity. He held the belief that a sound mind could not exist independently of a healthy body. The Stoics, sharing this conviction, maintained that even a modest exercise regimen can impart valuable life skills, such as persistence, self-improvement, discipline, resilience in the face of challenges, and the cultivation of self-assurance. They comprehended that the pursuit of mastery over oneself through exercise held greater significance than seeking external approval. Contrary to the messages often propagated by the media, The Stoics understood that striving for a perfect physique merely for display seldom leads to genuine happiness. Frequently, we make excuses to evade our exercise routines, citing reasons like fatigue, the need to perform well in a forthcoming meeting, or workplace stress. Despite the multitude of justifications for neglecting exercise, it undeniably offers manifold advantages for both physical and mental well-being, and should not be entirely dismissed from our routines. Engaging in any form of physical activity, whether it be sports or gym workouts, proves beneficial by releasing endorphins, which elevate mood and diminish stress levels. Evening exercise may even promote faster and more restful sleep, leaving us revitalized and prepared to confront the following day. Additionally, the practice of taking a brisk evening walk to clear one's mind can be incorporated. During this leisurely stroll, one can focus on the surrounding environment, taking in the fresh air and the beauty of nature. This transition from ruminative thoughts of the day to contemplation of the night sky overhead can aid in clearing the mind after a busy day and ready one for a peaceful night's rest. Number 3. Everyday contemplation. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, nothing possesses the ability to expand one's intellectual horizons quite like the skill to meticulously and truthfully examine everything that falls within the sphere of one's life experiences. The Stoics advocated for 2 ideal moments for introspection: the morning, as a preparation for the day ahead by recording thoughts in a morning journal, and the night, to review the day's occurrences. Marcus Aurelius composed his meditations with the purpose of scrutinizing his own daily life and thoughts to attain personal clarity. He vigilantly monitored his daily actions and decisions. The Stoics underlined the significance of being mindful of one's own conduct and underscored the importance of dedicating time at day's end to appraise the day's events as a means of fostering overall self-awareness. The Stoics describe this form of mindfulness as a deliberate effort to infuse self-awareness into one's actions and to assess their alignment with one's higher self. Some Stoics liken this daily reflection to presenting a case in a court of law. It involves recollecting and evaluating one's day through self-examination of daily actions and choices in a systematic manner. This practice is not intended as a judgment, but rather as a compassionate assessment to guide future decisions. You can incorporate this daily review into your nightly routine by setting aside a moment before bedtime to reflect on the day that has just concluded. Examine each segment of the day from your morning awakening to the present moment. Contemplate the choices and actions you made. What successes did you achieve today? What emotions did you experience? What parts of your day brought discomfort? What can you learn from the events of the day? What tasks did you leave unfinished that you had wished to complete? Daily reflections are a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. They aid in preparing for the following day by noting what one aspired to achieve on that day. Equally important is their role in assessing whether one's daily conduct aligns with their true aspirations. For instance, during your day's review, you may recollect an incident, such as an unpleasant encounter stemming from a miscommunication while buying your morning coffee. You can discern how this interaction left you feeling uneasy and irritated, the time you spent ruminating on the incident, and its impact on your morning mood. You can ponder how you might have handled it differently and how the incident's significance may have been inflated within the broader context of your day. This awareness will better equip you to face similar situations in the future with heightened mindfulness. Allocating time at night for evaluating your daily progress is an essential step toward living in accordance with Stoic principles. Number 4. Reflecting on role models. Before we proceed to the 4th point, I'd like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here. The pursuit of knowledge and the rejection of ignorance represent the noblest endeavors a human being can undertake, and you have exemplified this. Please take a moment to check your channel subscription, and if possible, give the video a thumbs up. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the mastery of reading and writing requires a mentor, and even more so, does life. A sage is an individual who possesses profound experience in a particular domain and is highly esteemed for their wisdom, discernment, and expertise. For many, the sage serves as a role model. Stoics dedicated time to contemplate their sages and whether their actions were in harmony with those of their role models. Marcus Aurelius regarded Zeno, the founder of Stoic philosophy, as his sage and frequently questioned himself, what would Zeno do? This reflection on the sage should ideally become a nightly ritual where you assess your day or your own character and ask, what would your role model do? Your role model may be someone you know or simply an ideal concept of a person. It's crucial to have a clear picture of this individual so you can gauge whether your actions align with your role model. As a part of your evening routine, allocate a few minutes to contemplate your role model and inquire, did I behave in a manner consistent with my role model's principles today? In what ways can I enhance myself tomorrow to better align with my role model's way of life? What qualities of my role model did I recognize within myself today? Setting aside a few minutes during your nightly routine to reflect on the situations you encountered during the day and whether your reactions were in line with what you believe your role model would do can heighten your awareness of your choices for the following day and help you become a better person, the kind of person you deeply admire. Number 5. Adopt an elevated viewpoint. Adopt a broader perspective, as advised by Marcus Aurelius. Reflect on the entirety of existence, of which your existence is just a fleeting moment. Consider the grand scheme of destiny and how small your part in it is. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to view life from a cosmic vantage point, or to look at it from above. This aerial view entails expanding your outlook on life, observing yourself and your daily experiences as if you were an impartial observer from the outside. By doing so, you can detach from personal emotions and anxieties. Historically, Marcus Aurelius practiced this exercise during his evenings to transcend his limited personal viewpoint. In the contemporary world, we are constantly bombarded by distractions. Leaving our homes exposes us to advertisements, news, opinions, and diversions. Even when we're not at work or with our families, we're engrossed in our phones, radios, TVs, or computers. All of this mental noise can lead to exhaustion and a scarcity of mental space for reflection. Our attention is continually hijacked by apps, games, videos, and TV shows, making it challenging to address our problems, anxieties, stress, and commitments. To counter this, the Stoic practice of adopting a higher perspective can help relieve the weight of our concerns by elevating our viewpoint beyond ourselves. Begin by dedicating a quiet evening moment to observe your immediate surroundings, your own body, your home, and the people you live with. Consider their feelings, your connections to them, and their hopes and fears. Expand your perspective to encompass your city, recognizing the unique lives of all those around you. Extend your contemplation to your entire country and then further, encompassing the diverse lives of people worldwide. Imagine the challenges faced by the less privileged and keep broadening your perspective to consider the entire planet. Then expand even further, contemplating the solar system, the universe, and the entirety of existence. When you observe yourself from this higher vantage point, you understand that you are not isolated but a part of a larger whole, intimately connected to everything around you. Viewing yourself from this external standpoint allows you to see your concerns more objectively. It distances you from the emotional weight of your worries, anxieties, and problems, making it easier to understand their root causes and potential solutions. It helps you put your issues into context. For example, if someone's insult has you feeling down, try this exercise. It becomes much easier to overcome emotional obstacles when you place them in a broader perspective. Petty arguments and minor disputes pale in comparison when viewed against the grand tapestry of existence. Many of our problems dissolve when we measure them against the challenges faced by others or the vastness of the cosmos. Number 6. Devote quality time to family. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that those who live longer and those who will soon pass away ultimately relinquish the same precious thing, the present moment. This is all we truly possess, for what we lack, we cannot forfeit. At the end of the day, Marcus Aurelius cherished his moments with his family. Despite his significant fame and busy schedule, he never neglected his deep affection for his children and wife. In the evenings, he lovingly tucked his children into bed, kissing them while silently reminding himself not to rush these moments, as they might be the last. He understood that there were no guarantees of surviving the night. He valued the most important thing in his life, his family, and bid them good night, repeating this practice for as long as he was fortunate to live. The Stoics, who used the contemplation of death to grasp life's impermanence, sought to learn from this. A well-known Australian nurse, dedicated to caring for the terminally ill, observed that a common regret among the dying is the desire for more time with their families. Many lamented missing their children's youth and the companionship of their partners. In today's fast-paced world, families spend just over half an hour of quality time together during the week. Even when they gather, it's often in silence, absorbed in various distractions. Just as the Stoics advocated, regular contemplation of our mortality can inspire change, encouraging us to spend more time with our loved ones and express our affection. Family time plays a crucial role in fostering strong bonds, love, connections, and relationships within the family, helping to overcome challenges, instill values, and boost children's confidence. Number 7. Get ready for the morning. Marcus Aurelius espoused the significance of early rising, emphasizing the establishment of a morning routine to optimize one's every moment. In his view, sleep was intended to be a rejuvenating experience, not an opportunity for idleness. A pivotal aspect of Aurelius's morning regimen began even before the sun's ascent, as he diligently prepared for the day ahead the previous night. The Stoics shared this practice, allocating time in the morning to mentally rehearse their day's objectives, contemplate potential outcomes, and engage in self-reflection. Such reflections were a common occurrence among Stoics, both in the morning and evening. To commence this routine, one could streamline the process by preparing the night before, making the act of rising easier. This might involve selecting the next day's attire, organizing work-related essentials, or outlining a clear morning agenda. Think of it as a predetermined checklist of actions, sparing your mental energy for smaller day-to-day decisions, such as choosing your morning attire. This approach not only benefits your well-being, but also enhances the overall experience of waking up. Preparing for the day in advance during your nighttime routine not only facilitates your morning schedule, but also diminishes pre-waking anxieties about the day's tasks. If you found this video enjoyable, don't forget to explore our Stoicism playlist. Also, remember to subscribe for more videos that share ancient philosophical wisdom to guide you towards success and happiness. That's my contribution. Thank you sincerely.